everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Haley and you're watching Between the Pages. This is not another book review. Surprising, I know, right? Haven't been reading anything. Reading, who's she? Don't know her. So this is kind of related to books though. A couple days ago, I believe it was like 2 or 3, I don't know when I'm gonna upload this, so it might be later. But I wanted to talk about the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes trailer. I believe it's a teaser trailer. I don't think it's like the full trailer yet because it was not that long and we didn't see much, but it was still good. I've read and reviewed Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes on my channel, which is why I wanted to talk about this. I'm also going to be doing like a rewatch of Hunger Games, and one of my guilty pleasures right now is Survivor. We've gone back to like season 1 and season 2 and we're watching it currently. So I have a lot of thoughts about how similar the Hunger Games is to Survivor. So maybe that's just me reading into things. I don't know. But I plan to do like a couple of little shorts kind of like making fun of it and stuff. Because it's really similar. So, wow, did not mean to go off on that tangent. Sorry. So I want to discuss some things about the trailer and like what I like and what I'm looking forward to seeing and stuff like that, because I really did like Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I know some people didn't like it because it kind of humanized and made you empathize with Snow, but I feel like the movie might be going a different direction, which leads me into one of my points, is that the way he's portrayed in the trailer, he seems more sleazy and less Tumblr sad boy, whereas in the book I felt like they were going for Tumblr sad boy, because like I loved Snow, like I really did, and like that must sound fucked up, but I did. I liked his character. I liked where she was going with him, and I felt really sad for him and sorry for him, and I empathized, and which I know a lot of people did not like that. They didn't want him to be humanized in any way, shape, or form, because, you know, he's just a tyrant, dictator, asshole in the Hunger Games. But, yeah. So, I do not like his vibe. Like, I hate his vibe. Which I don't know if he was going for that and, like, trying to embody, like, a younger version of, I believe it's Donald Sutherland. I get Donald Sutherland and Kiefer Sutherland mixed up. I think they're brothers. They're like either brothers or father and son. I don't remember their relation, but I know that they're related. And so I get them mixed up in my head. I'm pretty sure it's Donald Sutherland, though, who plays Snow. I don't know if he was going for like a younger version of that character. I know in the trailer you hear a voiceover of the older Snow, which I think they said he filmed like a 40 or 48 second, like maybe flash forward or something. I kind of hope that it's gonna be like at the end of the movie and then we like flash forward and see like Katniss is reaping and he's like, oh my god, this girl reminds me of Lucy, you know, type thing. So I hope we get a little bit of that. Speaking of Lucy, I love her dress. I feel like it's very book accurate. Just going, because I saw it in the trailer. You don't get to see it very like detailed, but it's very much what I pictured in my head when I read the book. And I don't know if that like, if it's just because my imagination is good, or if Suzanne Collins' description was just very well written, that it was easy to picture the dress in my head, but it looks pretty accurate to the book. The arena looks super cool, so much better than what I pictured in my head. Because what I was picturing in my head was like the Roman Colosseum, like in Rome. I was picturing that in my head, so it looked a lot more decrepit in my head and a lot more barren. But it doesn't really look like that in the movie, so I don't know if that's a creative choice that they're taking or if that's how it was always intended to be seen, but that's not how I pictured it at all. It actually looks a hell of a lot better than how I pictured it. I like though that we get to see more of what's happening in the arena, because in the book, you know, primarily we're in Snow's point of view and in his head the whole book. So you don't really get to see what's happening in the arena, whereas, I mean, it's a lot implied, like, oh, there's people in the tunnels and they're probably running around away from I don't think they had mutts at this time. I don't remember. It's been like 2 years or a year and a half since I've read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, so I could be wrong, but I don't believe that there were mutts in the 10th Hunger Games. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry if that's wrong. The guy they casted for Lucky Flickerman, oh my god, A+ casting. Because this dude looks really similar to Stanley Tucci, who plays Caesar, however you want to pronounce his name, Flickerman, who hosted the Hunger Games that we know in the films and in the original trilogy. And so I was like, I don't think it is Stanley Tucci, and I don't know who's playing him. It looks like it's Sacha Baron Cohen, but I don't know. I didn't look at the cast list prior to doing this review. I know the girl who plays Lucy Gray Baird played Maria in the West Side Story reboot. So that's the only place I've ever seen her. I don't know who's playing Snow. I looked him up. He's not been in anything I've seen. So obviously we have Octavia Spencer and Peter Dinklage. So I can't wait to see them do a more sinister role. One character that I hope we get to see more of is Tigress. I know that she is featured in, I believe, Mockingjay Part 2, when they go to the Capitol. I believe, I don't know, I never read Mockingjay. I never finished Mockingjay, and I've not seen Part 2, the film, because I heard it sucked. So, I haven't continued in Mockingjay. I've seen Mockingjay Part 1, and that's about how far I got in the book. So I haven't gotten to Prim's death, I haven't got to Finnick's death, or everything that went down in 13, really. So I don't really know. But I know that we do see Tigress, and she's got all the cosmetics and everything. And I know at this time, she hasn't gotten all the cosmetics yet. So that's one thing that I'd like to know more about Tigress, about how she went from, you know, being Snow's, I believe she's Snow's cousin. Again, I could be wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. Yeah, it would be interesting to see how she went from being Snow's cousin to who she is in the trilogy that we know. And I have my own theories. I'm sure that after the whole debacle with Lucy Gray Baird and everything that happened in 12 in the book, maybe she wanted to distance herself a little bit from him, and that's why she did all these procedures, so she wouldn't look like a Snow or anything. I don't know, because we've never been told, and that'd be really interesting if she would do like a novella or something. I'd love to see a novella of Finnick and Annie's relationship, because I'm curious to see how that happened. Because the funny thing about Finnick, I'm going to go off on a tangent, I'm sorry. If you don't care, you can leave the video now, but since we're talking about the Hunger Games and headcanons and theories and stuff, I just want to discuss this here. Finnick and Annie's relationship is really, I want to say it's kind of weird to me, because I see that people criticize the fact that, you know, Snow was a mentor and Lucy Gray Baird was a mentee, or like his tribute, and they fell in love. But the same thing I think could be said for Finnick and Annie's relationship, because I don't think it's ever specified when they started their relationship. If they started their relationship after Annie came back from her games and she wasn't a tribute anymore, and, you know, they were both on equal level, or if Finnick started to develop feelings for her when she was his tribute, because I believe that year Finnick was her mentor, or one of her mentors, along with Mags. I don't know, it's never been specified. Again, would love a novella or some type of backstory. I would love Finnick's games. Give me more, Suzanne Collins. I will give you my money. Just give me more, please. So yeah, I mean, I had canon that Finnick started having feelings for Annie when he was mentoring her, and then after she wasn't his tribute anymore is when they started their relationship. I don't know. It could have been years down the line. I'm not sure. But that's my headcanon. So yeah, that's my rant about Songbirds and Snakes. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes teaser trailer. I didn't mean for this to be that long. But I just have a lot of thoughts when it comes to the Hunger Games and everything. So yeah, I guess I will see you guys later.